my mom's channel. Today I'm gonna talk about wet hair.
But I got him on camera today. Yeah, okay. Anyway.
I'm doing this against my own free will.
No. Y'all gonna see him way more often. But we're here to talk about our red-headed stepchild.
Stepchild? I don't know. Mama's baby, daddy's babies. I don't know. It might be the milkman.
We were in the hospital because, I had a C-section. Okay, if y'all know, they cut my belly. Long story, we won't talk about that here. But anyway, so I wasn't the first one who saw her. Daddy was the first one who saw her. So I'm going to let him tell this story.
Yeah, so here's Trish, laid out on the table. All her insides hanging out everywhere. Because C-section, I got to move stuff around. What have you?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Insides?
I got to be graphic. Hey.
Okay. Insides were really hanging out.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay.
But anyhow, they go cut open. And they pull out this lily white baby with red hair. Now, let me explain something. You got probably about 6, between doctors and technicians in the room during C-section. Whole bunch of people in there.
I'm drugged.
Oh, yeah.
I was drugged.
She's drugged behind the curtain.
I couldn't see a thing.
So here I am, easily accessible to baby and mom.
Everything's quiet, and I'm thinking something's wrong with my baby.
Quiet's an understatement. You could have heard a mouse fart in there. I'm telling you, it was quiet. Like everybody, you could have pin drop, and they pulled this baby out.
This was my 4th child, so I knew. I'm like, wait a minute, it's not supposed to be this quiet. Is she ugly or something?
No, man.
What's going on?
So here's what happened. So it gets definitely quiet, and everybody's looking at me. I'm like.
Well, first you're jumping ahead.
No.
The story. You are. Because you come to me and you whisper to me, Trish, she's white.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
that's
about
what
that.
And that's the first thing. He's whispering like it's a secret or something.
Well, because at first I couldn't see her hair color. It just looked like normal hair color when you first take the baby out before they clean her off. But skin tone, nah. She was white, like
she was
Casper.
Really white. So he tell me, and I'm thinking he's exaggerating because my husband can get he's a little bit extra sometimes in telling his story. So I'm like, okay, she's light skinned. We got light skinned people in the family, but.
So they pull her out, and as they're going over, they got the little incubator thing where they take the baby. So, and I mean they're quiet, and then I look at her, I can see her again really good, and I'm like. She's got hair just like Dad. Man, you heard the collective gasp of every doctor and technician in that room. It was hilarious.
Because apparently...
They thought, man, he is not the father of this child.
It's old after a while. Can I
touch your hair?
One time, I have to tell this story. So one time, we were at the gas station. It was summer or spring. It was hot. We live in Georgia. And anyway, so this lady just comes and our window is down. Karis is in her car seat. The lady reaches her hand through the car window and rubs our child's head. You remember that?
I wasn't there. You told me about that.
I thought for sure you were there.
Come on now. Because if I was there, that lady's arm would have got caught in our car door.
Yeah, her little arm did almost get caught up in the...
No.
Because, Mama don't play that.
Somebody trying to take my child.
I know she was trying to kidnap her, thinking she was the Lucky Charms leprechaun or what. Wishing on the redhead. I don't know. But... And here's the thing. We have other kids. And we have another child biologically together. So we have 2 biological children together. We're a blended family. And our other daughter has black hair. And she has a darker skin tone. So that makes it even more complicated, I guess. Because people are always looking at her, looking at our other daughter, and thinking, okay, somebody lying.
Yeah. Yeah, because you look at them side by side and you're like, they're sisters?
So, yeah, they don't. In this video, we're going to introduce you to our little redhead, and we're gonna allow you to hear her story about, you know, people coming up to her, how she feels about that, etc. I want to talk about the temper thing though, because that.
So all right, there's a history of redheads on my side of the family. My dad, my uncle, and then a bunch of other cousins. Hold on.
This child, she has redhead, and you know what do you call that? The saying is that redheaded people have tempers.
Yeah, let's just say this one here. The saying in the house is don't mess with the redhead.
She has a little temper. It could be because she's the youngest. I don't know. Even my mom said, you know, out of all the grandchildren she has, this one's something else.
Well, so one thing you learn quickly is you don't make threats to the redhead.
No.
Case in point. So her older sister is 3 years older, threatened to hit her.
Mm-hmm.
So she told Karis she was going to hit her. Well, before that could even transpire, next thing you hear, the older sister Peyton, you hear her crying and yelling, ah, ah. It's like, what happened? Peyton, Karis socked me in the eye.
Yeah.
Well, why? Karis goes, well, she said she was going to hit me, so I hit her first.
Yeah, so Karis is one of those, I'm going to react now, ask questions later type. She's on the I wish you would factor.
Pretty much.
Anyway, so, stop. Okay, so, yeah, we've been married a little while, you know, so I'm... Okay, y'all, so who do you think Peyton looks like? Me? Or him? Who do you think you look like, Peyton?
Neither.
All right, so we're going to share our Ancestry DNA. Like I said, I first took the test about 7 years ago. And if you know anything about Ancestry DNA, you know that they let you know that periodically they upgrade or update your results so that your results could change. And my results have changed over the years slightly, but I'm going to share with you my latest results, and I'll pop it up on the screen while we're talking about it. So what do you guys think I am, right? You see this? What country you think it looks like I'm from? All of my family members were born in the United States as far as I know.
She's from Mexico.
No, Mexico, Missouri, not Mexico. Anyway, so, but take a guess, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think I am before I share the results. Okay, that was enough time. All right, so I pulled up my ethnicity estimate. Okay, so first, before I share this, let me tell you that when you order the Ancestry DNA test, first of all, they've been running a sale for $59. It's normally, the cost is about $99. They mail you a kit in the mail, and then you basically mix your saliva.
Spit in a tube.
I wasn't gonna say spit, but since he did, but anyway, I'm gonna go with saliva. You mix your saliva with the solution they have in the tube, you shake it up, you put it back in the the package that has the stamp thing. It should be around 6 to 8 weeks before the results get in. I think my results took about 6 weeks. Yours took a little longer, didn't it? He recently took his test.
Yeah, roughly 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, it just seemed like it took forever.
Because you were over there dying to know what I am.
I was dying. I mean, I wasn't dying to know, but I was wanting to know, you know, just to see. Anyway, so we're going to go over the results, my results. So this is for me. All right, so the very first thing on my list, and I went and I clicked on the DNA story for Trish Varner. And the ethnicity estimate, my first highest percentage is Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu peoples, 26%. So my first, I'm African.
Good for you. Aren't we all?
Anyway.
I want you.
So that was 26%. Oh, they want me. And then Mali is my second one at 18%. So that 20, what's 26 plus 18, mathematician?
44.
So right now we're 44% African. Nigeria is my third highest country at 18%. 44 plus 18.
62.
Is that right, y'all? Okay. All right, so that's number 3. And then, so interesting enough, guess what we jumped to for my 4th highest country? Scotland.
Yeah.
I know that was a bad accent, wasn't it?
Horrible.
Okay.
Brutal.
Anyway, so Scotland at 12%. Okay, so Scotland, and if you don't know, if you're watching this from another country and you're wondering how do black people in America get mixed with Scottish ancestry and other things, well, there's this thing called the slave trade. And back in the day, let's just say, probably unwillingly, our...
People were dipping in the slave shacks.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way to say it. Okay. Yeah, so
what it is.
They mixed in with that our African DNA. All right, so number 4 was Scotland at 12%. My 5th highest country is Ireland at 10%. So now what are we at? Okay, so then my 6th highest country, because I'm just mixed all up in here,
I'm going to edit some of that.
is Benin. My 6th highest country is Benin and Togo.
Yeah, I think it's Togo.
Benin. We really need to learn how to pronounce the countries where we descended from. Okay, Benin and Togo is 9%. Yeah, so now I'm just starting to get mixed in all over the place. So then I have Ivory Coast and Ghana at 2%, Senegal at 1%, England and Northwestern Europe 1%, Northern Africa 1%, France 1%, and Spain 1%. So I think that equals something like 75% African and 25% European. Yeah, this is at the door. Anyway, get to the results, man.
All right, so see if you can guess what my number 1 Ancestry DNA.
Drum roll,
trait
please.
is. And those of you that already know, you're not allowed to put in the comments because that's cheating.
Y'all people who know us, don't you comment.
All right. My first.
Very first, top of the list. Oh! Stop. Okay. Okay, go.
My first one. 26%. Eastern Europe and Russia.
That's right, y'all. This supposedly African American,
Black, however you want to define me in America.
His very top highest country where he received most of his DNA from.
Eastern Europe and Russia. Specifically, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Poland, and Lithuania region.
Yeah, so one of those.
And Russia.
So, guys, you know what I have? Because after finding this out, guess what I nicknamed him? Vladdy, short for Vladimir. Is that how you say it?
Close enough.
Vladimir.
We know your accent. It's okay.
Shut up. You're from Georgia. Vladimir.
I made no bones about it either.
Vladimir Putin. I just called him Vladdy Poo. Hey, Vladdy Poo. Vladdy Poo. Okay, go. Keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, at my second one coming in at 22%, which is interesting, is also Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu,
Woo!
which was her number 1 at
6.
So, thankfully, neither one of us showed up on the list of being related.
We are not related.
God, because I couldn't have handled it.
We've been married almost 11 years. We got 2 biological children. We have a total of 6 kids between us. Yeah.
Now, So even though number one was 26, so Cameroon, Congo, and Western Bantu is 22, followed by 18% Nigeria,
I think I had the same 18% Nigeria.
and then 6% Benin and Togo, and then 5% Ivory Coast and Ghana. Then it's 5% Mali, 5% Ireland.
So he has Ireland. I had like 10% Ireland, and he has 5% Ireland.
And then 4% Baltics, 3% Senegal.
Who knows anything about the Baltics? I tried to research that.
So Baltics, I want to say, it's part of Europe.
It is part of Europe. I know
it's over
that.
there close to Russia.
Oh yeah, back to
Yeah,
all right, Vladdy, go on. You know about your people.
3% Senegal. 3% England and Northwestern Europe. 2% Scotland. 1% Wales.
So he had 2% Scotland, and I had 12%.
Yep.
And you have 1% Wales. Hey, you might be related to Queen Elizabeth or something.
Yeah, I don't think they'll put her DNA on here. Otherwise, everybody gonna claim a piece of that throne.
Okay.
I just want my cut. Look, hey, if I want 3% of the wealth of England if I'm related. 3%.
3%. He's 1%. You better go talk to those Russian leaders over there, because you're 26% that. I'm gonna put a beep. Okay. Anyway, so that comes out to what?
What is it? 59% African, 41% European.
So he has a significant chunk of European, but looking at him here in America, we just label everyone as
I've
black.
been labeled that from as long as I can remember as being a child. Yes.
You think your dad would have a problem with us adding a picture of him in here? I don't know. Anyway, so his dad looks white, so I'm not really shocked about...
My dad and my uncle, they're brothers. They both same skin complexion, both with red hair.
They both look white, and they both have red hair, so...
Basically Cares, in a nutshell.
Yeah, but just a lighter version of Cares. So when I got he tried to argue with me all the way about how he was going to be blacker than me. That's why he can't dance or sing.
For the sake of keeping the marriage civil, I will not partake in this argument.
And that's why his booty is flat.
She wants to talk about flat butts.
I don't have a flat butt because I've been doing my squats.
Girl, you got an onion. Anyhow.
You better shut up. No, Devin, you ain't right for that. I do have a butt, and I've been doing my 100 squats per day, and I got a booty. Don't get mad because Vladdy, you need to calm down. Calm down, Vladdy.
Sorry, white girl. It's okay.
Whatever. Anyway, so talk about, because you missed some other things that it talked about in Ancestry, because another thing that it talks about is like when your ancestors came over to America, you know, where they landed and stuff. I know that my ancestors, most of my family lived in Missouri, and then they came from like the Tennessee area through Virginia and different things like that. But his mom is from the Bahamas.
Yep.
So, of course, interesting enough, the Ancestry DNA detected that. So what does it say about the islands?
So it says in the 1640s, blacks arrived to the Bahamas.
They would always say, that's that Indian in us. You know, they will always claim Native American.
Everybody's Indian.
Everybody's part Native American. I've heard about it in our ancestry too. But the thing about it, if my family has Native American, I didn't inherit any of that DNA. Yeah, and it's very possible to do that. So one thing you'll learn in this process is that even siblings can inherit different parts of the DNA, right? So let's just say I'm 75% African and 25% European. My brother could be 50% African, 25 European, 25 Native American, possibly. That's a little bit, it's probably a little bit exaggerated. But anyway, that just goes to show that siblings can inherit a different percentage. So, but with that said, not all of us got Native American in us.
Seriously.
Just because we might got a looser hair curl or whatever.
That's your white side.
That's the white side. Okay? That's that European. But, all right. So, and growing up, or even when I lived in Washington State, the country, people always thought I was African for sure. Washington State had a large percentage of Eastern Africans, and they always thought I was from Eritrea. They would always ask me if I was from Eritrea, but as you can see from my DNA, I have no Eritrean ancestry. I just have descended from West Africa, Western Africa, which is very typical for descendants, African descendants in America. So African Americans, we typically descended from West Africa.
Yep.
All right, y'all. So hope you enjoyed our take on, you know, where the red hair could have come from. Hey, I've heard the stories too that some people have, you know, say that some African countries have red hair as well, and I've done some research on that, and it's very possible as well that we could have carried a gene from an African country, such I believe there's some people in Ghana who have, or some other countries, but anyway, I would have to do a refresher on that. But there are some African countries with some red-headed people as well. And we also are descendants from countries that have notably or famous for red hair, and that is Ireland, and then some Scottish as well. Yep. So hey, we could have gotten the DNA from anywhere. We obviously, our DNA, our results show that we carry the trait. I carry the trait. Obviously, my husband carries the trait. And thus, we have a red-headed child. And guess what? She's not a stepchild. And she's not adopted. And yeah, she is this man's child.
Doggone right.
Hey, y'all. She looks just like him. I don't even know what people talking about. That is a red-headed version of this man right here, ears and all. Matter of fact, I'm going to post a picture of when he was a child and when she was a child. They look exactly alike. Well, leave your comments. Let us know, you know, if you were right, if you thought we were what we are, or you know, if you thought I was blacker than him or he was blacker than me or what have you.
Those who know us know I'm blacker than she is, so let's
No, they don't.
You're done with that argument.
We'll
let the public decide.
They really don't. We don't want to pull them in, Devin. Because you know.
She's mad because I'll win.
No. They know. Anyway, I'm not going to. Yeah, love you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Come on, Vladdy. Give me a kiss.
Yeah, you get forehead.
Oh, give me a real kiss. Oh, look at Vladdy acting right. All right, y'all. See y'all in the next video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we will talk to you soon.
Later.
I will do peace out, but my fingernails aren't done, so I'm just going to say, yeah. Okay, that was really badly, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Bye.
see? Ha, told you.
Okay, well, go ahead.
So my hair connects to my brain, tell me the math.
It helps you do math?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got red hair power, magic power. Okay.
Yeah, like 100 plus 100 is 200.
Oh, and your red hair helps you to know that, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right, so what else does your red hair help you with?
It helped me to do swimming.
Really? It helps you know how to swim too?
Mm-hmm.
So is your red hair like...
Yes.
Okay, one last question.
Okay.
Who's your favorite sibling?
All of them are my favorite, honestly.
All of them? Did they pay you to say that? Okay. All right, well, tell everyone bye.